crime move. Never trust a man who had briefs, cause he gon' wanna fucking keep it brief. Call again when you need something to eat. So I can open my legs, bon appetit, let's get it. I keep it sticky, icky like lip gloss. I keep it sticky, icky like lip gloss. I keep it sticky, icky like lip gloss. Yeah, you know I'm sugary sweet. Baby boy gon' rock your teeth like when we had sex. Fuck me like you upset. Serve you pussy for your lunch, so let me wear a hairnet. Freaky little bitch when I'm out with Charlie, and we keep more eyes on us than the show iCarly. Bad bitch, make it where you can't get over me. Your ass a pussy, I'm above her like a ovary. I'm talking every day, you gon' wanna hit on this. So sticky, we need a poo ain't got shit on this. Come get you a sample, lip between the camels. Pussy taste sweet, cause I ate my pineapples. Light a couple candles, poo, you can handle a pussy gooey like yo before the eggs scramble. Never trust a man who had briefs, cause he gon' wanna fucking keep it brief. Call again when you need something to eat. So I can open my legs, bon appetit, let's get it. Serve you pussy for your lunch, so let me wear a hairnet. Freaky little bitch when I'm out with Charlie, and we keep more eyes on us than the show iCarly. Bad bitch, make it where you can't get over me. Your ass a pussy, I'm above her like a ovary. I'm talking every day, you gon' wanna hit on this. So sticky, we need a poo ain't got shit on this. Come get you a sample, lip between the camels. Pussy taste sweet, cause I ate my pineapples. Light a couple candles, poo, you can handle a pussy.
What's up, party people? How are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, but it's just bisexual. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Where I try my best. I used to do this often, frequently. Well, not often or frequently, but every once in a while. It's a different type of half up, half down, you know? I think I use too much of the sides. In a perfect world, I have a hairstylist. In a perfect world, I go through 8 hours of makeup and everything before the stream. In a perfect world, I Venmo all of you $6.97 a month. My earring hole is partially closed. Any tips? Have you ever heard of this? It's a store called Claire's. Why that amount? I don't know, actually. I said it out loud. I instantly forgot. You could hold a gun to me right now, and I wouldn't, less ashy and more moisturized. I'm gonna take what I'm hoping is a compliment and not a backhanded one, you know? But yeah, that's my recommendation. We have a really interesting stream. I invented a reality TV show inspired loosely / directly off the show Zathura. Is everyone here familiar with what Zathura is? Thoughts? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I had a productive day. I had a pretty productive day. What about the gun to your head? Oh, you could have asked me the amount of money that I put down, I said out loud. And I wouldn't know. Wasn't that a decom? Let me just show you all what it is. How about that? That makes much more sense. The Thura trailer.
Lisa, I need you to look after your two favorite people in the whole world.
You're dead! Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Keep your eye on them, make sure they don't burn down the house.
His little spiked up hair.
Hey,
He's adorable.
where are you? Zathura. Will you play with me? did this for me. Meteor shower. Sensitivity. It's meteors! Take erasive action! Walter, check this out.
His shirt has ugly dolls on it. The younger brother.
Columbia Pictures presents a new adventure from the world of Jumanji.
If this is some weird kind of joke you guys are trying to pull, you're dead.
Oh, honey, you didn't think that looked good? I thought that looked phenomenal.
Is on.
Am I crazy? This looks great! Yes, it's Jumanji in space. Am I insane?
Presents a new adventure
I think that looked
from
beautiful.
The world of Jumanji.
If this is some weird kind of joke you guys are trying to pull, you're dead.
What does it say? We go home when we're finished. Gotta keep playing.
The game is on.
She's frozen in cryonic sleep. Dad's gonna kill us.
The danger is real.
Your robot is defective. You don't even have a robot. That's your robot? Dude, you're just jealous because I have a robot and you don't. Why would you?
Emergency must destroy.
Okay, that looked a little rough.
Is just beginning.
Looks like you got a pretty serious organ problem.
What do they eat?
Meat.
That's good.
Dude, you're meat.
Oh!
You guys actually set the house on fire!
They're gonna board us.
What's gonna board us?
Nothing's gonna happen to you. Because I'm your brother.
Dragon Ball Z Wii 09. If you tell me the name of that episode, I will do everything in my power to watch that tonight. That sounds
Zathura.
awesome. This
I gotta
movie
tell you,
rocks.
the house looks fantastic.
Yes, Jumanji is definitely cooler, but this did feel like the alternative, okay? Now, before we get into our stream, before we get into it, we are going to watch my short film. My short film is called The Unfollowing. And I posted on Instagram today. In all honesty, I'm trying to work with this company, and just in case they ask me for my the amount of traffic that visits my page, I was just hoping to bump up my numbers here on profile visits. So just every 30 days, I just need everyone in this chat to just click on my Instagram profile and just looking around. Quit making a short film, to be expected. Yeah, it's my 5'6" film. 5'8" on dating apps. Let's do this thing. Ask yourself, who are you? There's some real artistic decisions in here. The skeleton in the background being at the center of it all. I'm saying. I think this could get uploaded onto Momitu. And Oscar Award, thank you. Mods, send Bodacious Bisexual my whole entire 401k. It was beautiful is what it was. Yeah, so just in case people forget, I'm an artsy fartsy guy, okay? I'd argue I'm the most artsy fartsy guy on my season of Big Brother, okay? Does anyone want to question that? Does anyone want to throw that into question? Okay, I'm the second artsy fartsy guy behind Chemo. I forgot about Chemo. Chemo. Young Cedric was a work of art, but he doesn't do art stuff. But T-Core is not a dude. I'm more artsy than Kenny. I'm more artsy than Matt. Who are the men? Who are the men of my season? Joseph likes artsy things. And I like his YouTube videos when he makes them. But it's not like he makes art all the time, is what I'm saying. And then, okay, who are the dudes in my season? Tucker is artsy, but Tucker's rich. So then, therefore, my artistic expression is far cooler. Cam is a pretty artsy guy. Cam is pretty artsy. Yeah. Cam is really Cam is a music appreciator, you know what I mean? And so in that regard, I consider him artsy because he has such a interest in music to where it's like a specialization, and it's just in that regard, I would say that is artsy in itself, but I think that I am higher than that. The game, you don't have to apologize. Dragon Ball Z Wii 09. Look at this. You're gonna watch me. Hell yeah. Chemo is musically gifted and is good at drawing. So therefore, Chemo is more artsy fartsy than I am. Chemo is he's a for real artist, right? Like he is so gifted that it's like, oh, this makes sense. I'm not gifted enough. So then it's like my like daily art projects, I feel it's more like, wow, this guy isn't that great, but he still creates. So therefore there's merit, you know? Who on my season is most likely to be a furry? Chemo, 1,000,000%. And let the record show furries are cool. It's not me. I would be a scaly. Come on, Star. Chemo would turn up. Chemo would turn up at a furry convention because he's so fun. He would I feel like if we did a CBS should do like a Try Guys. Oh my god, this is so genius. I just thought of a second reality TV show. CBS should have an online media team, and it's just CBS stars of the last most recent seasons that just do Try Guy stuff. And then it's like CBS stars try being a furry. Chemo would be the perfect pick for that episode. Yeah, Chemo's a for real gifted artiste, but so that's fine. Cedric, I'm more artsy than Cedric. Joseph, like I said, Joseph is an appreciator of art, but we just don't see him create enough. But he has the capacity for artsy fartsiness, if that makes sense. Cam has the appreciation. Kennison, I feel like, I don't know if Kenny's very artsy. Matt thought skeletons were demonic. He likes going to cathedrals, you know? He likes, the only art he likes are in religious comic books, you know? And then Tucker, like I said, Tucker is an artsy guy. He's rich, so therefore it's like, oh, did you create a painting? You're rich. It's fine. The way you said cathedrals? I agree. I like cathedrals. My dream at one point, I can show you this. I wanted to, my bit, so much tea being spilled right now. This is not tea. Cathedrals? How would you say cathedral? Are you just fucking with me? Because that's a funny bit of like, oh, what an interesting way to pronounce Pluto. And now I'm like, well, now I don't know. There was a bit, okay, I love religious art because it looks cool. And like I said, I like things that are like, you know, borderline demonic. And so whenever we get to peer through it, I like religious stuff. What's up, Kepler? How are you? It was a bit where every time I would drive past this, okay, Scientology is not art. Okay. Okay. How do I do the, like, oh, like this. Okay. Let me show you how it's done. Okay. My bit for the longest period of time. It's okay, Cassie, you're here. We're gonna do that after I show you my bit. For a while there, first of all, this is my old apartment. My bit for the longest period of time would be suggesting that I would buy this, that like me and my roommate who ended up being a terrible person, that we should rent out this cathedral. I was like, yo, why don't we try to figure out how much rent costs at this place? Okay, where the frick? What the? What just happened, brother? Okay. It's always white movies. You know what? Fair. Star any movies that you end. Star any movies that you send today. I will put twice on the spinning wheel. That's a good point. That's a great point. If we have any other people who aren't white that want to send movie suggestions, or if someone just wants to send a movie suggestions that they feel does not fall into the white category, let me know. And we'll put it on the wheel twice. Sweet Jesus, there's no way it's taking this long. I had a bit that I was like, yo, we should move into this apartment complex. All right, you can't say the Discord, but if you're not in the Discord, we have a lot of new people here. If you're not in the, what do you mean not white? Like, it's, I feel like I don't have to explain what a white movie is, you know? Pitch Perfect would be the whitest movie on the planet. Don't do that. I'm sorry. I feel like you've sent some weird ass messages today, so I think we're good. Let me suss out your vibe. Make sure you're chill before we start sending Discord stuff. What are some other white movies? You know, Footloose. You've sent some weird messages. Q-ing thick. Wait, you've been here for a while. Okay, actually, cute, thick. You can. We'll send the Discord. We can send the Discord. You're normal. Never mind. My bad, dog. National Lampoon's Christmas Week. That is a white movie. An example of like my bad. Listen, you gotta be careful sometimes. What movie is it? Like Friday would fit in the category of movie that would get 2 picks. Star! Wait! That's crazy! Oh my god, right there. We're on it. That's crazy. I swear on everything, I did not see that message. But yeah. We see each other. We're locked in. We're locked in. Okay. Who's ready to learn about my... creating CBS's next money factory. This is going to be a new television reality TV show, reality TV competition show, where we feature The Amazing Race, Survivor, and Big Brother, the big 3 of reality TV. Okay? And the goal is to prop up our future superstars, provide a space for your CBS legends to just bask in the greatness, make a little bit of money. That's the goal. We want our reality TV stars to look cool in a fun setting, you know? During my pitch today, I will be mentioning the broad vibes that I'm going for to incorporate this space. We're gonna introduce the cast. I'm gonna explain the format of like the first elimination, if that makes sense. We're gonna talk about the outfits. The outfits are arguably the most important thing. I want screenshots from this TV show to make people want to watch the show above all else. Like, I need them to see, I'll reveal one of the cast members is Tucker Delorier. And I want people who don't know who Tucker is to see a picture of Tucker on our reality TV show. Name is still in progress. Suspiria is Italian. It's okay. It can still get picked. We're just increasing the chances that one gets picked. A non-white movie gets picked. So it'll be okay. I want people to see a screenshot of our show and be like, yo, that Tucker guy looks really cool in that competition. Let's watch it. You watch it and you're like, wait, this show is kind of cool. And then, I don't know. Yes. I guess. I want to do this in a way that is non-problematic. We're going to talk about how it can connect to the movie plot points, and then just the overall goal. I want retro futurism to be the backbone of this show. Well, luckily, Maze Pop, I'm happy you brought this up. So lots of budget for the costume department. If you think about like the sheer, like, they're not going to have a different outfit in every single competition. It's going to be like every 2 episodes, they will be in the same uniform. Wait, start over? What? I haven't discussed anything. These are the vibes that we're going for, okay? Retro futurism. I want doohickeys. I want knobs. I want really nice sounding, like, tactile aspects of the set, okay? Which is part house at the start of the season, the launch, everything like that. That's when they're in the house, and then it's like, you know, chaos ensues. It's this big mansion. We're gonna use movie magic to make it practical as possible. And then it'll eventually, as the plot continues throughout the season, we get into a spaceship. At some point, we're in a random planet, which will be like a forest or something like that. Something like really cool, okay? This is the vibe we're going for. This is my vision board. Space Rangers. Everyone is joining the CBS Academy to be a Space Ranger, okay? I want the spaceships to look like the 1950s, dipped their toe in the future, you know? Exactly. You're all my producers. You're all 60 of you. If all of you pitch in, let's see, there's 60 of you, and I multiply that by 1,000. We can all star. I would like to, yes. But the different planets would definitely be a different vibe as well, you know? So if all of you donate about $1,000, we'll have $60,000, which can afford 1 CBS star. I've got a spicy 200 right here. This is from Vegas. I gambled 1 time and then I was good. I was like, you know what? Wii U Barbara is throwing in lemon pepper wings. That's incredibly helpful. But yes, the idea is that all these reality TV stars are joining the CBS Academy, and chaos ensues at base camp when the house gets just like in Zathura. And that'll be the first set, you know? Who's playing the aliens? Probably like college students looking for a gig, you know? We're gonna have like a cool motel planet, like cool shit like this, okay? Are we getting the vision? Are we getting the idea? Everything is gonna look cool. The goal... You're all with me. You're all with me. Okay. And the goal is for our reality TV stars to look cool. Because something that pisses me off with, like, now that the traders exist and stuff like that, people wanna, you know, be like, oh, Big Brother players, oh, Survivor players, and they want to generalize. But you gotta remember, we are the big 3 of reality TV, okay? We run it. We're the best. We've got some new kids on the block that I think is good for the industry, but at the end of the day, we're the best. We're the best. And we're not going to bring on any reality TV stars that are, let's say, problematic, you know? That's not the goal. We're not going to create an atmosphere of like a boys club where people on a TV series feel comfortable calling Natalie what FT, you know? If that were to happen on this reality TV show and we found out like just misogyny was happening, we'd do a mass eviction off camera and then we'd edit you out of the show as if you were never there. It would be in the contract that if you didn't fit the like, you know, if you said something problematic, if you did something like that, you are gone, brother. For those of you who don't know, and you should watch Natalie's interview with the Heavy Crown Network on the challenge. Some of the men kept calling Natalie, like, this is part of their promo, so this is just me adding to the wave of like, yes, support the Heavy Crown Network, they make good videos. So they were like calling Natalie on the challenge, they were calling her FT, which then it was like, oh, it's for free throw. But what they actually were calling her was fake tits. To which, if I were a member of CBS, I would hear that, and then I'd be like, we would never work with them again, and I would actively tell all my friends in the industry, like, yo, don't work with this person. Because you're the lady members that, you know, you're working with that usually bring the entertainment and fun, they won't be safe with them there, you know? And so that's what this is. Like, zero tolerance. It's just crazy. Like, it's crazy. They talk like middle school boys. Because here's the thing. I don't even think that dudes talked like that when I was in high school. You know? Because it was like, whoa. That's crazy though, you know? But like, whatever show it is, whatever it is, that is unbelievable. And that won't happen, you know? And it's like, if you get older and you mature and you want to like apologize, we would then go to that person and say like, this person is like, there has to be a process, a system to make sure that the women of the show feel safe and comfortable, because I think people are getting a little too comfortable as we shift into this, you know? I have no idea. But this is the vibe, okay? We're pouring money in this. We're gonna make our reality TV stars look dope, and we're gonna make a point to just have a fun show. This is the energy. I don't want it to be just one image of what space is. So we're gonna have like a party planet, you know, like every planet will have a different vibe, if that makes sense. We want it to feel lived in. Let's introduce our BB cast. This is season 1. And we need Pizza Planet. Maze Pop, I love where you're at right now. I'm loving where you're at right now, Maze Pop. That's what we need. You're hired. You're hired. You're in. You're in. Thank you. Yup. You're hired, okay? Yes, we're traveling through the galaxy. At certain points, we're gonna have to get on ships. There's one of the competition, like the competition at the end of the episode where someone gets eliminated from each team is called the Escape Pod Meltdown. And so it's like at the end of every episode, it's them leaving their situation. And if you're the last one to go and get to the escape pod, you've been eliminated, that sort of thing. Okay? My goal is to lean on new era, okay? That's the goal. So, with that being said, we have to make sure that we're getting a strong ass season. Let's make it happen. Izzy is someone who every time she shows up on a reality TV set, she is going to bring 100,000 million gallons of effort, drama, and clip-worthy moments. Let us not forget one of our favorite phrases, I want to fuck them up. She called Cameron Harden a serial killer after knowing the guy for a week. She was just like, yo, is anyone else red flags? Next up, we're gonna get Tucker Delorier, who I'm now realizing I misspelled Delorier. I like to think Big D has learned, like, you know, I believe there has been growth. Let's go vegetarians. I mean lesbians. That's a fire-ass Amazing Race reference. This picture of Morgan? Peak. Peak. Hey, I understood that reference. You can always look at me and see Earth. Yes! See what I'm saying? Yes, 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 yes. We can get some good moments. But he is still problematic. That's true. I like that you all saw a black woman with curls and you were like, I can't tell the difference. That it does look like our traders look. I will give you that. This is like when someone, oh my God, when people didn't know who Rico Nasty was, and I was like, all right. Anyway, Izzy, obvious pick. Tucker, he was America's favorite player on the biggest season in a decade. Fun TV, he's good at the competitions. It's gonna be fun. He's gonna bring the fun. That's, as the producer, I'm gonna, hey, come here. He walks over. I'm like, look at me. You know how you were on the Amazing Race? And he's like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, you know how you were in the like murder kill bot mode? Axe murder activated? And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be like, no, no. You're not gonna be on that. You're not gonna be on that timing right now, okay? And he's gonna be like, I'm gonna remind him. You know the fun agent of chaos, like that kind of thing. And he's gonna be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, that's what we're looking for here, okay? Like, come in here and have fun. Because get this, the money, not that high. America's favorite player makes more money than the winner. This is people just trying to have fun, you know? That's the goal. I haven't actually considered an America's favorite player thing, but I want them to know, like, hey, we're here to compete and we're here to like whatever. If I'm a producer, I want Tucker from BB26. You know, I'm like, I want the guy who's willing to take risks. All right. I would look at him and I'd be like, look at me. This is my hands on his shoulder. Or this is me holding his face. I would, yeah, we don't want the constant clip farming. That's why I got nervous. Because you know how this year it was like, the crash outs were so scripted, you know? Like letting them know this is Reindeer Games. Yes, thank you. Bodacious bisexual, you're hired. Don't touch our talent, please. Star. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look him in the eyes and I'm gonna say this. Brother, I need you to go in there and I'm gonna spoil the season, the format. We've got teams right now. I need you to look at one of the teams. I don't care which one. I don't care if you're looking at Survivor or The Amazing Race with that chip on your shoulder and the way that you hated my guts and anything and everything I said you had a problem with. I need you to carry that energy. Like, you gotta pick someone and just have fun. Have fun hating their guts. That's the goal. Okay? Morgan, she's gonna show up and she's gonna give us BB27 goodness, right? We know this. We know she's gonna come in ready to game, and she will game hard. She is going to, I would tell Tucker, I'd be like, you gotta choose someone on the other team. He'd be like, I already hate. Who would he hate? Morgan. I don't know. Yeah, we already know Morgan. She is hardwired to game hard. And that's what's gonna happen, okay? She's staying up late. She's bringing the M&Ms. More God. Literally, can you see this? I put more God on there. Any questions? More God showing up. Next up, we have Brittany Hoops. We need the quirk, okay? We're sending a message to the people. You, Barbara, I want you to send a picture of your handwriting into the Discord. I have gorgeous handwriting, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows I have beautiful handwriting, okay? I can't believe... Oh, you're too good for the Discord. Noted. Interesting. But let me make it abundantly clear. Brittany Hoops, we're here to bring the fun. Handwriting could be improved. Star, since I am trying to get you to sign on my show, I'm not going to clap back. Okay. Let me share my Discord in here. Because goated choice, thank you. I felt the need to defend in this moment and I got nervous. I was like, are we not vibing with, like, no one was gagged. No one was gagged that I had her on this show, and it made me nervous. Oh shoot. All right, time out. We have to do... Oh my God, I can't. We have to vote. Oh my God, I'm right here. For 2B Tuesday, while people are still here. I got you. Clinton Merchant. Welcome to the stream. Ghostbuster Sammy, thank you for the follow. How you say? Brittany is grossly underrated. Thank God. I was scared. There was a silence. There was a silence. Everyone was making noise for Izzy, duh. Everyone was making noise for Morgan, duh. And then I was like, are we not loving the Brittany hoops of it all? Okay, good. She's so fun. She's so fun. She's just one of those people who, she's just a gamer and she's gonna have fun and she's gonna bring, like, you know, and she was good at the competitions. Like, isn't that like a slept on part of her game? Was the fact that, like, okay, let me see here. Suspiria. Let me copy and paste all of this. Copy. Paste. Copy. Star, do you have... Are these notated or what? Yes. And it's like, it's crazy that we're at a point, and this happens, this has always been the case, you know? Like, it's crazy that, like, when we watch reality TV, there is a level of course my earbud just died. Perfect. Freak. Oh no. Oh, I forgot what my point I was making. But it's always so disappointing when an element, yes, Wii U, Barbara. I'm still copying and pasting. That, like, just someone being an active player is, we're like doing a round of applause where we're like, oh my god, I love Brittany Hoops because she plays so hard. Oh, I love, like, Morgan. What I loved about Morgan this season was just constantly playing, you know? And it's like, I always think that that's so funny where it's just like, okay, this is an element of reality TV, is that you're gonna have the duds who don't understand, like, hey, if you're here to be famous, your best bet is to game hard. I like that this player played the game. That was Chemo in the house. Angela was like, I didn't realize that you were playing the game, like, in reference to Chemo and Rubina, specifically, like, Rubina, that it was like Chemo was pitching for Rubina to win the game, and then he's like, no, we were playing, and I was like, what's going on? Wait. That didn't copy and paste correctly. Hold on. Give me 22 seconds. What is happening? Okay, there it goes. Okay, perfect, I guess. I have never seen the movie Moonlight. What is it, what is it about? Oh my god. Toy Soldiers. I love Toy Soldiers mentality. Look at this. Pour one out for BB23 Claire. Oh, I love Claire. I love Claire. Claire is so fun as a gamer too. Okay, Toy Soldiers. We have so many suggestions. Thank you all so much. And then Coach Carter. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh my god. This is my nightmare. And then Coach Carter. Okay, perfect. Well, we do Tubi, we do Momito, we do Pluto TV, we do on YouTube. They have free movies that we do as well. I have to connect my earbud to the Bluetooth, or yeah, whatever. That didn't make sense, but okay, that was so annoyingly stressful. All right, we're gonna do 3 rounds of voting, okay? And then we can get back into my movie, or get back into my pitch. Oh, small soldiers. What is toy soldiers then? A concert film? What is a concert film? Frozen, the horror film. This is round 1. We're gonna go through 5 movies. Next up, we have Leprechaun. Toy soldiers. Obey a bodacious bisexual. I look forward to your list. Swiss Army Man. Oh, I like who's that British boy? Who's the British boy that plays Harry Potter? Daniel Radcliffe. I love that man. That strange creature. He's so cool. Okay, some like it hot. Okay, 60 seconds on the clock. Voter fraud is allowed. The winner of round 1 will make it to the direct finals. Boom shakalaka. 60 seconds and loading. I'm so scared. So I was reached out to by this company to do a partnership, to which I got excited. I asked for advice. I was given a monetary amount of money where it was like, oh, well, request this. I was like, okay. And then I was talking to Alex about it, and he was like, you asked for how much? And so now I'm like, oh, no. Swiss Army Man. Let me put it here. Boom. He was like, I was like, oh boy. Okay, fuck. People are leaving, but I have to do this. All right, round 2. I mean, Alex isn't an influencer. He's dating an influencer and he films all of her content. Sabrina. Friends forever. Yes, he edits all of her content. I mean, I don't know if he has any knowledge of the price. It's like imagine your like proximity. It's like if your dad is a mechanic. Or like if your dad, okay, imagine that says Queen of the Desert or Queen of the Desert, okay? It's like if your dad owns a bakery, it's like you may not work directly, but it's like, yeah, you're in the same space. And so therefore you absorb information, yes. And they live next to each other, or together. You wouldn't have known that. Really? I feel like I've learned things just by watching my dad. I'm like, all right, cool. Which, by the way, while I'm like talking to Alex on the phone, the Stanford prison experiment, okay? Is this a documentary? You want me to write a squeakquel? Good will hunting. Okay, round 2. You have 60 seconds on the clock. Boom. Voter fraud is allowed. Yeah, while I'm talking to Alex on the phone, I'm actively like helping my dad as he's like drilling together this like it's like a holder thing. And Alex never once acknowledged the fact that all of a sudden it would just be or as my dad is like cutting boards and I'm like holding it with one hand. Am I in for tomorrow? Yes. Tomorrow we'll be playing video games. The fuck? What's happening? My tweet about Rizzo's mustache has 6 like responses to it. I can only see one of them. Stanford prison experiment. Cool. Cool. Round 3. Quinn, I recommend playing the new game Dispatch. What is Dispatch? I'll look it up. What is the new one? What's the new one that they were playing? The RV? That one looked fun. I was like, I want to do that. Okay. This is round 3. RV there yet. That one looked so fun. Queuing thick. I feel so bad that I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna send this Discord link. I feel really bad. I'm sorry. Sometimes we get some like people in here where I'm like, I don't know. This feels like trolling. Like they're here to rip everything to shreds. You know? And I'm like, I don't know. But then I looked at your messages. You've been chatting for a minute here, so I'm sorry. Oh, King! Oh, okay, perfect. But yeah, it says 6 people respond. I can't see any of them. Yeah, now I get mentality shtick, you know? Okay, sidelined. The QB and me. Okay. It's a to be original. Whoa. Fester Kit, we'll play it. Sidelined. The QB and me. Yo. What just reminded me of this? There was this guy when I was in college where it's like some dudes watched him. So I checked out his content and it's just him like doing a bar crawl and whatever. Suspiria. And then I looked him up because I was like, oh, I'm planning a bar crawl. Let me watch a YouTube video for inspiration. I look it up and that guy is like going to jail now. It's like crazy. Like that guy's like a for real criminal. Had no idea. Next up we have Kings of Summer. Isn't that crazy? I was like, oh my gosh. Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko. And our last pick is Remember Me. Remember Me. Oh my God, we're losing viewers. Hold on. We're almost done. We're almost done. If you're here for the actual stream thing, I'm sorry. We had some admin to take care of. Okay, 60 seconds on the clock. Round 3. Winner of this goes to the finals where we will watch 3 trailers. And then 60 seconds in the clock. Yes, stay in line, people. Don't you want to hear about all my ideas? Please. Please stay. Oh, we lost 4 viewers when I said that. All right, damn. No, it's okay. You're right. I said we were going to do it beforehand. And then I forgot. That's my problem right now is I keep forgetting. What are people saying in regards? Suspiria. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Suspirious. Wii U Barbara, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Suspiria. All 3-letter words. Okay. All right, baddies. Here we go. We have the first trailer is going to be Suspiria trailer.
Roses are red, violets are blue, but the iris is the flower that will mean the end of it.
You can run from Suspiria.
The only thing scarier in the last 20 minutes of Suspiria is the first 80.
Suspiria. Suspiria. But you cannot escape. Suspiria. The only thing more terrifying than the last 12 minutes of Suspiria are the first 92.
So that was Suspiria, our second option here today for the voting of To Be Tuesday, is then the Stanford Prison Experiment.
Would you rather be a guard or a prisoner?
I don't think I have the qualities to be a guard.
Prisoner.
Prisoner, I guess.
Prisoner. Sounds like it would be a little less work.
Prisoner.
Why's that?
Nobody likes guards.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This experiment will be an extension of my research into the effects prisons can have on human behavior.
Robbie from Victorious?
You're gonna be pleased to know that you all have been chosen to be the prison guards.
But under no circumstances whatsoever are you to physically assault the prisoners in any way. So remember,
Cassie, I agree.
just as you were
Ezra's
watching
so
the prisoners,
pretty. Why'd they have to be fucking lame?
my graduate
you know?
staff and I will be watching you.
All right, gentlemen, we gonna have ourselves a lot of fun.
Rule number 1, prisoners must remain silent.
This is an exercise period.
Okay, is it just me, or are these guys taking this thing a bit too seriously?
Why don't you give me 20 push-ups?
Look at this guy. Thinks he's John Wayne or something.
You address me as Mr. Correctional Officer.
This might be an interesting 2 weeks after all.
Why didn't you make up your bunk, 8612?
I did, Mr. Correctional Officer.
Well, that's not what I see.
Hey, what are you doing here? Just me now!
What was that?
You just hit him. You're not supposed to hit him.
Should we step in?
No, let the guards figure it out. Let's see where it goes.
Good evening, gentlemen. How about we make this one a night to remember?
This is all real. They won't let you go. They won't let us leave.
Those are not prisoners. Those are not subjects. Those are boys, and you are harming them.
Let me out of here! I want out! I want out now!
You thought you were gonna get some playtime in the yard, boy? Is that what you thought this was gonna be?
I had no idea it would turn out this way.
So that was the Stanford prison experiment. Listen, undeniably looks really good, and that's really serious. Minus the violence. Hilarious bit. Hilarious bit. You thought you were gonna get playtime in the yard? That's hilarious. I would laugh out loud if I was the other guard, where I'd be like, what are we doing? That's crazy. Next up. That's... Yes, it's very serious, and this is not a joke. Would be a funny bit if it weren't for the bad stuff, you know? You thought you were gonna... That's so crazy. Next up, we have Swiss... Jawan? From Survivor, Jawan? Is that you? Okay. Next up, we have Swiss Army Man.
Just have to remember that we're all here for a purpose, and the universe picks its time.
I need you to help me get home. Okay, buddy?
Okay, buddy.
You're a miracle. Or I'm just hallucinating from starvation. You're special. I'm special. And there's 7 billion people on the planet. You might be lucky enough to bump into the one person you want to spend the rest of your life with. Oh my God.
So this is the life I've forgotten.
This is just the beginning.
Do I look like a mouse? Okay. Those are our 3 options. 60 seconds on the clock. Voter fraud is promoted, guaranteed, and celebrated. 60 seconds, you may begin. May God have mercy on all our souls. They're free. It's just like how much you watch the show or watch the stream, you get points. Cassie, no. And with 42% of the vote, with 42% of the vote, by 2%, the Stanford Prison Experiment is our champion. At a certain point, it is kind of getting hilarious. Suspiria, it's kind of getting hilarious, but like, we're gonna watch it eventually, you know? Okay. Stanford Prison Experiment it is. You thought you were gonna get playtime out in the yard? We're in college. You didn't go to academy training. That's not a real gun. You thought you were gonna you thought you were gonna get playtime out in the yard? We were at the cafeteria last week. Whoa. Hilarious. It's based on a true story and it's very serious. It's very serious. It's serious. The squeakquel is gonna be crazy. Okay. Back to what you're all here for. Sorry. It was my fault for, I said I was gonna do it earlier and then I didn't, and so that's why I was frustrated with myself. I'm like, oh my god. Okay. Brittany Hoops, gamer extraordinaire. I would love that, Madison. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And then you can plug your edits as well. You don't have to, yeah. At the end when I'm like, do you have any other thoughts? You can be like, check out my edit. Star is gonna call in. Praise God. But yes, Brittany Hoops. So what I wanted to represent was the wide array of different types of Big Brother players and what they can bring to the table. From Izzy's manic gaming to Tucker's inflated sense of justice and truth, you know, to thine own self be true. Self-seriousness mixed with Agent of Chaos. Morgan's non-stop gaming. Brittany Hoops brings this like hardwired quirk, you know, things like that. Brittany is a strong competitor, you know, but she's a different type of competitor than Tucker Delorier. And so that's the goal, is we just want a wide variety so people can be like, if they've never seen it before, they watch Big Brother 24 and they go, oh my God. Or they watch this show and they see Brittany Hoops and like, I need to watch BB24 because I love Brittany. Next up we have Derek. Big D. I think he should, do you think if he went by Derek and then Derek went by DX, do you think that this is like a whole new situation where Derek gets calls for like the challenge? Because being called Big D, he will sleep through the game. I think, here's an interesting thing. Don't worry. The cast is, we do look at that. We like Big D as a name. Okay. But stress not. Big D represents a different facet of the game. I really do genuinely believe that Big D on a like return to any show, just back on TV, I genuinely believe he will be locked in and see it as like, I need to secure this other invite, you know? That's genuinely what I believe. Next up, we have Tommy Bracco. Tommy Bracco. I like saying his name. I think that he was the high point of Big Brother 21. This was going to be Kat Dunn, let the record show. But I had already cast 3 ladies. So I was like, okay, season 2 will have Kat Dunn for sure. But Tommy Bracco, he's on that show 99 to Beat or whatever. I've never seen it before. I've dreamt about it twice, and I'm so intrigued by it. I have nothing. But yeah, this is our cast of Big Brother stars. I can't help but feel like this is going to be good. That's what I'm saying. And I just can't help but feel like Tucker Delorier, Tommy Bracco, Big D, they're going to form an Italian guy like alliance, and that's fun. That's fun. Next up, meet your Survivor cast. Off the rip, we have Xander, okay? Why is Xander kind of fine? There's no kinda. There's no kinda. Listen, I know Xander in real life. Damn, I should have gotten Andy. Frick. But I had already cast all the dudes. Maze Pop, I promise. I had already cast them in. What is Nectar House? That sounds crazy. Yeah. Baby Andy and Kat Dunn. Like this. Like this. That'd be cute. I would love Simone on my show. But love Xander. I think that he's fun. Yes, you met Terranoia and Tim Gross. Trey. I'm writing a show. Trey, okay. Just in case you just joined, let me give it the breakdown. Let me give you the breakdown of what's happening here. Shout out to Trey. I am writing a show to be CBS's next Money Factory, okay? It is based off of the movie Zathura, and we are looking for a retro futurism vibe meets, you know, space travel, okay? You're picking up what we're putting down, and the idea is that these are CBS's new, you know, they just joined the academy, and they're here to be space rangers, that sort of thing. Fun, cool vibes like this. You're picking up what we're putting down here. Really cool vibe. We want this to be a space to make our reality TV stars look cool, you know? This is the energy that we're going for. Different planets, stuff like that. Our Big Brother cast: Izzy Gleischer, Tucker Delorier, Morgan Pope, Brittany Hoops, Derek Frazier, and Tommy Bracco. Tommy Bracco. Is that how you say it? Here we go again. Cathedral all over again. Sort of like Tucker's onesie on the show. Yes, but more focus on him being cool, you know? Okay, so off the rip, we have Xander. I love Xander. Xander actually sent me recommendation, like book recommendations for game theory, because he was talking to me about it when we were at this like after party, and I found it so fascinating, like just what we were talking about. So then the next day I messaged him. I was like, hey man, I'm really sorry to bother you, but can you send me some book recommendations that you might have for game theory? He goes, yes, and I can send you like articles as well as my notes. And I was like, well, all right. So therefore, I love Xander. He's a cool guy. I felt like he was I feel like he could have been Ozzy, you know? I don't know if people want like the hot guy anymore. Sound off in the Twitch chat if you watch reality TV for the hot guys. But Xander could have been Ozzy, but like Ozzy who's more strategic, you know? We want hotties. Okay, does Star speak for the class? Does anyone object? If you swap Ozzy with Xander, Xander wins every time. Like that first season that Ozzy was on, Smart Hottie is over the Himbo Hottie. I do agree. But Xander, we're bringing him on for his brain. But the next person we're bringing on is Omer, who we are bringing on specifically for their ability to bring eye candy to our screen. Omer, I don't care that you're smart and you have a real job. Sorry, trigger warning, career. Oh, you know a lot about animals. Omer, you're here because you are so hot. You never had a chance. You are being objectified. Thank you, Trey. Thanks. I'm sorry, Omer. What, you thought that like I was gonna respect you as a competitor because you're really good strategically and you're fun TV because you're an agent in chaos and oh my god, you're so funny and you're charming and you're cool. Omer, you're the eye candy. I told chat this. We're gonna have you in a cool ass space uniform. That's what you're here for, brother. Okay? You can be strategic if you want to, but it's important that I make it abundantly clear to all of you, my future producers, to please consider he's hot. He's hot, Your Honor. Thank you. I yield my time. Well, Trey is in Treymond is in Chicago, and it wasn't that the voted on location. I just had to take a Volkswagen. Oh, Kemma. Interesting. Next up, we have Sabaya. Sabaya is someone who was on Survivor 45. Super cool. Everyone was excited for her. Prior military. She was a truck driver. People were like, she's gonna win the show. And then she disappears before we really get to know her. And so I want her called up. And my theory is she's gonna do we'll just call this show Space Adventure, okay? We're gonna call it Space Adventure for now. Once we figure out the name, we'll come forward. How did I lose viewers discussing the topic that I promised? This is insane. But yeah, my theory is Sabaya comes on Space Adventure. She does a great job. People are super excited about her again. And then this launches her into New Era All-Stars or something like that. Because we have a lot of picks for New Era All-Stars. I think that she gets the call. Survivor second chances. Like, I genuinely believe that. Oh, it is 11:30 at night. Holy shit. Cassie, you're so correct. I didn't know that. Next up, we have Ben Katzman. Similar to Big D, I thought it was important to show off the wide array of like talent that we have within CBS's like reality TV space station. So for Space Adventure, I really like the idea of Ben Katzman being able to find his strategic legs and show off that, Cassie, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you get a good night's rest. Next up, we have, is it Annika or Annika? Annika. Annika, she is a TikTok superstar, and so I just think that she's fun. She was also someone who was gone way too early on Survivor 47. It's actually pretty devastating. I really liked her presence on the show. And I think that given a second opportunity here with Space Adventure, she would totally capitalize. Next up, we're going to bring in Carolyn. She's pretty hilarious. I really, really like her TikToks as well. Then we have Carolyn Weiger. She is like our superstar. Like, we really need someone to bring in the clicks. She's new era. Like, I think that she did such a good job on Traders that people are going to want to see her on Space Adventure. Okay, that's our Survivor cast. Next up, we have the Amazing Race cast, to which I know nothing about the Amazing Race outside of that I like Danny in real life. Never met his mom, but they're getting the call. I love like Ricky and Cesar. Never actually heard his name out loud. I met them, but it was like always in passing, and I was like, you guys look so familiar. And they were like, Amazing Race. I was like, awesome, guys. Then I left. So Thur is one of your favorite movies. This is our reality TV show called Space Adventure, name work in progress. And it features Big Brother players, Survivor players, and now Amazing Race. Then we have Jackie and Lauren. They are cracked. Fun energy. They were the like early boots of their season. I won't spoil, but they don't win. And I thought they did when we met, because they were up here and they were like, we know who you are, and just talking to me. I was like, whatever. Like, I was like, okay, these are my girls. And then I find out, didn't go well. They were first out. Okay. Yes, I met them in real life though, so that's why. And then we have the guys who look like Turner, just off the merit that they look like Turner. And then season 2, Turner is going to be on this season. I really think that would be confusing for people. Offbeat Zero, thank you so much. Next up, since it is CBS and they have zero faith in their new era people, because makes no sense, they're gonna obviously have to bring in some Big Brother legends. Yeah, they're just dudes. Obviously they're not gonna trust us, so they're gonna reuse the same legends all the time. Okay, a bodacious bisexual, thank you so much. Thank you. Very helpful. So imagine Anderson sisters here for the Amazing Race. Parvati is our Survivor legend. She's a 2-time winner. Paul, one of my favorite people in Big Brother ever. And I would argue that they fall under legend status. Yes, that was what I had in mind. And then we have Rachel Riley. I think that due to, oh my God, what was it called? The White Locust. Due to the White Locust twist, obviously we're going to call Rachel Riley for our Space Adventurer show, because we owe her, okay? And then Jeremy. Jeremy is actually one of my favorite Survivor players. And so the fact that he's beefing with Parvati, and it seems pretty lighthearted, like whatever, I think that would just bring a funny dynamic, as well as any amount of Jeremy on our screen is fun. Let us explain the format. Okay, so there will be an initial competition where it's, and I just thought of adding the Amazing Race, so it should say Big Brother versus Survivor versus Amazing Race, okay? And it is going to be an opening competition between skill, brawn, endurance, and luck. And the winning team is safe, just straight up, okay? And think of it as an immunity challenge. Each captain, the legend, of their respective show, they come together for captain's court and they kind of just talk to their team. And at the end of the day, they're the ones making the decision. And they decide, one of the captains votes which member of the losing teams is going to get an advantage. And then which member of the losing team will get a disadvantage. And so the last person to complete the race for their team, like whichever team, think like cross-country style placement, okay? So they're running through this like super spirally, it's like a maze. That's like, I'm looking for like a labyrinth situation. Because they're gonna find themselves like in the escape pod like meltdown. Okay, so imagine a maze or obstacle course to get to the escape pods, and then it's going to be a cross-country style grading system. The team with the least amount of points based off of placement. So so how does it work? It's like the lower your score, because if you get first, second, third, and then seventh, that's better than someone who's getting fourth, fifth, sixth, right? That team that would have finished fourth, fifth, and sixth, whoever finished last on their team is eliminated. Womp womp, super sad. And then little do these competitors know that after the first competition, they will have what is known as the reshuffling. So immediately following the escape pod ceremony, where they witness someone get launched into space to be murdered and brutalized and die, each team will be reshuffled and the captains will then be voted on. The captains then get sent out into this like cultish space ceremony situation. Think like open flame in the middle of like a dense forest type situation. Circled around, you can hear heavy drums. And they find out tomorrow's twist. And they're each given an individual advantage or disadvantage. And then one team will be a net zero. And it'll be like a cheap, quick, like voting situation. Or at a small competition. Or it will be like randomized, like something like that. Very cool, very spooky. This is all about the aesthetic. It's like, imagine if traders existed, but they also cared about like the function of the show. That's what we're going for. It's just a cool aesthetic. Let's talk about some of the outfit inspirations, okay? I love that this picture ended up being so blurry. I have no idea what happened, but earlier this year, we watched Buckaroo Banzai for Ringo and To Be Tuesday. I want the different outfits to where it comes together as like a space uniform, but it's very clearly coming from different worlds and cultures, much like Jeff Goldblum's character in Buckaroo Banzai. It's like, he is an alien. He does, like, you know, he's from space. He's a space traveler. Thank you so much, Offbeat Zero. And they'll have the opportunity to dress this way, okay? Anything that looks like it would fit into the cantina vibes of Star Wars. Here are some more pictures from Buckaroo Banzai. I loved the outfits here. Tyler Oakley would be a great call. Izzy looks so happy to be at this cantina. It's killing me. She's just, okay. Adorable. But yeah, we want people to look otherworldly, but that doesn't mean that it has to be all chrome, you know? We're also gonna pull inspiration from Top Gun. Because think about it, these people they're in the academy. They've joined the CBS Academy, and then their house gets, you know, stuff like that. So we're gonna get a chance to see people dressed up in cool outfits that are hot and easy to produce, that then we can sell in the CBS shop, things like that. And then Clinton Merchant can buy it and tell us about it, and then we can ask if it was good, high quality merch. Like, we want them to all look cool. Everyone's getting a pair of aviators. They just get more patches, or, you know, it's like they're in the authority position, right? Everyone is getting sunglasses, but we are going to be intentional and make sure that they are getting sunglasses that fit their aesthetic. We're not going to just force everyone to wear aviators because aviators are cool. We're going to make sure everyone looks cool. And there's going to be photo shoots at the start of every episode. I think that one of the days, this would look phenomenal. Like, imagine Tucker Delorier in this suit right here. Like, that would be so fire. This would be so cool. This is what we're going for. Different episodes require different outfits, you know? They're going on different intergalactic missions. It's just gonna require different looks, different aesthetics. I want something like this that looks tactical and it looks lived in and it's a part of the fit, you know? It's part of your identity at a certain point. Imagine how cool Tommy Bracco looks in this outfit. This would be phenomenal. I want something that's like Buzz Lightyear inspired, you know? I just need iconic looks. Are we all picking up what I'm putting down here? They're looking good. They're looking like snacks. Retro futurism. Both sets of outfits. Look at this. This is awesome. This is so awesome. Imagine how cool Annika would look in something like this. With a fur coat, like all of this. We're picking it up for real, thank God. Let's go. Look at this. Oh my God, this is so cool. Look at the vision board. This is so fire. This is what we need. We need our reality TV stars looking cool. This is what I'm begging for it. When they gotta go, they have to repair the ship in space, or they're on a water planet, so they're underwater and they're scuba putting stuff together. Like, hello. And then let me kind of talk to you about like the movie inspiration behind it all. Off the rip, meteor shower, take evasive action. What I imagine is the house. I want it to be an interactive set. Okay. And in the movie, how it works is the fireplace is, you know, a brick foundation. So they are able to hide in the fireplace, a gigantic fireplace. And they are able to like make it out, like save themselves and be protected from the falling asteroids that are going through as they're meant to take evasive action. How this would work is fitted at the top of the house would be a bunch of like think of like a rain shower situation where it's just, it falls and it's dropping like red, dark maroon blood in their red spacesuits. Okay. And so pretty much how it would work is all 3 teams are meeting together in the mess hall, and they have the opportunity for this first competition to get to the fireplace across, you know, throughout the house, whatever. Using movie magic, we'll be able to make this work to where we don't have to build like a literal house, but we can make the set look cool. And you have to work through the house and avoid the raining ceilings of blood. And your red uniform is, or your white uniform is going to be a dead giveaway. If you get any blood on it, you died. Whatever, you removed. Whoever has the most people at the end within the time frame, they win. And then that's when they do the captain's court to decide who's going to get the advantage, disadvantage, where they go into the escape pod meltdown. Okay, that's kind of the format. And that's how I picture that working. There would be, you know, you can hide under the couch, under the table, under the coffee table, things like that. You can get this thick canvas material and protect yourself. Stuff like that. There's creative ways to make it, and we would do like a bing, and then on the bing is when the blood ceiling happens. It would be very cool. The whole room is flashing lights. Very cool. Rachel looks so good, they wouldn't know what to say. The cryogenic sleep. So if you remember, Kristen Stewart, that's her name, Kristen Stewart, her character as the sister gets frozen due to the game, and then she's eventually like melted out and thawed, and she's good. Your job is to stay in the ice bath for collectively the longest length of time across your whole team. But it's not necessarily like, oh, my team was in there for 3 hours straight, technically. If you add up all our times, therefore we win. It's like the collective 2 hours and 45 minutes would be the goal. And so then your team is forced to do the math between like, okay, we need to be in there for 30 minutes. Like that sort of thing. Everyone goes in and they have 30 seconds of communication where it's like, I had to get out 5 minutes early. It was too cold for me. So then now someone knows we have to add 10 minutes to my total in the ice bath. I just think that would be very cool. Easy competition. Faulty robot. We do some kind of like, you know how in Big Brother 26 we had bot builder and you had to build the robot and stuff like that. I think that we can do that in the pitch black. Super easy competition. Pay homage to the other shows that we have going. Gotta remove the heat source to hide from the Zorgons. This would be how it works is you run into a room. You can turn on someone's heat source for their color. And it's like there's 20 rooms total. You can either A, choose to turn on your heat source. Tucker's winning. So how it would work is every team sends in one person per round, no communication between rounds. And it's like there's 20 bedrooms and they have the opportunity to either turn on a team's heat source or turn off your own heat source. And so whoever has the most heat sources or whoever has the least amount of heat being produced by the end of the game, they win that round or they win that level. The captains come together and they decide who's going to get the advantage, disadvantage. The 2 losing teams go into the escape pod meltdown. Then there's a card in the game. Oh, the ice one. Oh, got you. Yeah, I think Tommy Bracco, he looks really ripped. So I feel like he would have no issue being in an ice bath. I'm just assuming. Back up from the fellow star. So at one point in the movie for Zathura, sorry to spoil a movie that came out 26 years ago. This kid meets his future self, and it's like a whole plot point where it's like when he was a kid, like in that future self's alternate dimension, he wished that his brother had never been born, and so then therefore he wasn't able to complete the game, so therefore he was stuck in space forever. And this is all about healing trauma, this movie. And so Brianna, what the fuck? Brianna, how are you? Sorry, I've been slurring my words. I'm drunk. No, but back up from a future star, you're going to be able to get someone from your season to help you out with the challenge. Just a fun way to, you know, guest chart. Oh my God. Just a fun opportunity for guest stars. Okay. Yanked. Thanks, Madison. I appreciate you. I needed that. I needed to build my confidence. Let me drink some water. Legitimately, I think I'm just tired and I keep mixing my words up. Okay, Yanked is paying homage to the competition that Corey did in Big Brother 25, where he has to hold on to the thing and he might die, who knows? I like that idea, but we do the Survivor thing where it's like a percentage of your body weight. Yes, we got this Stanford prison experiment. I'm gonna have to write a squeakquel. We're for sure going to the Nether region. We're for sure going to planet Nether. 100%. At one point, Josh Hutcherson's character gets to make a wish. He is given a golden card where he can wish for anything. He could have wished for the game to be over. He wishes for an autographed football. Hilarious. We are going, like a hidden immunity idol, we are going to give a player a wish. And there will definitely be rules, right? Like, you can't just say, I wish to win the game. That's not fun anymore. That's not good TV. You could wish for the prize pool to increase by up to double, you know? You could wish for someone to just straight up be eliminated or to be immediately put into elimination round, something like that. I want to see what people can come up with just you make a wish. And production, we're going to have to work very closely with the person making the wish so that we don't push them in any specific direction, but we just answer questions and operate. You can't wish for immunity for a week. You could 100% do that. 1,000,000%. I liked the idea of being able to just like, you have your card and then Izzy is just like, I wish Jag wasn't in the game anymore. I think that might be a little too broken, but I love the idea, oh my God. I love the idea of having ultimate power. Yeah, we gotta see if we can get something cool. Stay out of sight. So have you seen the clips of like the scare actors when they run through the haunted house and you have to like literally hide within it and pray that you don't get found? Have any of you seen that before? Because that looks so much fun. We would do that with people dressed up as Zorgons within one of the spaceship, like one of the spaceships, by the way, would 100% just look like a bunch of cabins and stuff. A spaceship made out of wood, for sure gonna happen. And it's like whatever team has someone who was not found by the Zorgons, they get immunity for that week. We're gonna do a game of cops and robbers when we get enough players to where it's only 2 teams. One set of captains will they're gonna have to figure out between the captains who's gonna be the cops, who's gonna be the robbers, And how that works is you'll have a small community with, what's up, Tom? We are discussing a Zathura-themed reality TV show featuring Big Brother, Survivor, and The Amazing Race. The idea is 3 teams. They compete for general immunity. The 2 losing teams then do a competition called the Escape Pod Meltdown, where my mind is insane. It just makes sense to me. They'll do a game of cops and robbers whenever it's just enough players for 2 teams. And how that works is there are 3 token locations. You're in a bad mood? No! Get back! Get in the good mood! How it works, cops are patrolling a general area in vehicles. We'll call them hover cars to stay on theme. We'll have them outfitted looking really cool, like a police force. The robbers are working through the city, through the shadows, remaining hidden. Spooky, scary stuff, right? Yes, that's the best way to do it. Is get a little toasty. Oh, that's so strange. What the heck? Fuck them. It makes me so mad. I know how frustrating. If this is in real life, or is it online? Like, is blocking an option, or is it just like they are finding ways to find you? I don't know, but that's fucked up. I'm sorry, Tom. Those people need to leave you alone. Get a life, you know? How it works, if you're the robbers, you grab these tokens, and you got to take them back to your base camp. If you are caught trying to find the tokens, now the cops know where the token base is, which was a secret. Now they know what that is, so they're not going to be able to, it's just going to make it that much harder for you to get those tokens from that station, right? And then they can interrogate you and try to be like, hey, if you tell us where your base camp is so that we can catch the rest of your team, we'll give you the advantage. And then that puts the player who was caught on the robbers in a position where maybe they should give away the location of their camp. Because if they can't win, if you can't beat them, you might as well join them type situation. And then reprogram the robot. That was this competition. I like the idea of you having to, like, the ship is broken. You've got to, oh, I got you. That's so lame, Tom. What the fuck? They have to reprogram something in the ship, but it's underwater. So you go out in this really cool looking scuba suit, and it's a race to look at the map. Or what it is, how would this work? So you have half of your team is on the inside and they're coaching you. And if you're the guy who's on the outside, you're being told, like, okay, do you have a red square? And they got to figure out what they're working on, and they're going to tell you how to reprogram it. There's a whole game, you know? It's a whole game. The goal, for real. We go 5 seasons. I want it to be, we are starting off strong with this show. Every 5 seasons will be, hello, how are you? Every 5 seasons will be different returning players from Big Brother, Survivor, and The Amazing Race. The 6th season is an all-star season where we will bring everyone back together that we can. Some people will be too famous. We bring them back. They are all on set in LA, and the viewers will vote which team will be which. There's going to be a $50,000 prize. We're here for glory. You're going to get a nice appearance fee. Like, you're going to make $25K, you know? You're making $25K just for showing up, guaranteed. And it takes 2.5 weeks to get through everything, you know? Is there a host / narrator? For the all-star seasons, it would definitely for sure be Phil, Julie, and Jeff, like, working together. Outside of that, I think that it's like, you know how Taylor is like a host now? like she hosts stuff, you would have players like that who have intentions, like within the CBS bubble, that have intentions of growing their career in that space, and CBS gives you the opportunity to host and be the narrator for the week and stuff like that. The goal, like the true goal and intention, is for this to be a way to grow your talent base. And how fun would it be if on season 1, Angela gets to narrate the, like Arissa Cox is for sure getting the call, you know? Who's the guy for Australian Survivor? That guy is gonna get to host a week, you know, like stuff like that. Angela comes back and she gets to be the host for Izzy, Tucker, Morgan, Brittany, Big D, and Tommy Bracco, you know? Like, that's fun. That gets people excited. That's what we're here for. Here's some more style, like suit inspirations. I Googled like most popular. Like, tell me you don't want to see Omer in this suit right here. Like, this is perfect. Like, we need Omer in this outfit. I'm sorry, that's too tough. We need that. This one's kind of lame. This is kind of the vibe. I want something with the big fishbowl energy, you know? We're good. This is fun. We need something like this. We need something like this. A little too big. We could do like one. Okay, that's hardly a space outfit. Heat. Heat. I love this. Felicia hosting. People love it. Okay, so if you're just now tuning, this is hilarious. If you're just now tuning in, I just pitched a show called Space Adventure, working title, and it would be a reality TV show built around like the movie Zathura, with reality TV stars from Big Brother, Survivor, and The Amazing Race coming together to compete. I might drop a YouTube video on it. I don't really super love my, oh my God, this is awesome. I don't love the way that I did on this. I think I was just, my words were getting too tongue twisted, but yeah. So, and the aesthetic is incredibly important. Ain't no way. No. Okay, Verge, fuck you. That's crazy. Anyway. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, you're right. It's so overwhelming! Okay. I need to do the buddy games, because I like the buddy games. Oh my God, I want to die. Okay. It's late at night. Under normal circumstances, I would raid my girlfriend. It's midnight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for the late night. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. And tomorrow I'm going to be playing video games with Turner, Corey, and Alex. Ella, I don't even remember your crash out. Bodacious bisexual. I'm sorry I got so tongue-tied. I feel like you're rarely in the chat. I feel like I really crumbled under the pressure today. I'm gonna try to get some rest so I don't be so tongue-tied tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, Ella. Ella, at some point, it will be funny. After we get Suspiria, after we watch Suspiria, it will be so funny that it took 7,000 tries. So in the moment, this is tough. What time tomorrow? 7:12 CST, probably. But yes, I appreciate all of you. Hopefully we play Fortnite. But thanks, gamers. I love you.